Hey guys, what is up? TML here. So, a couple months back, one of you amazing subscribers, and if you're not already, just hit that subscribe button and you can be one of them, asked me to make a video on what I wear as a watch. It was actually one of the first, it was one of the first ever smartwatches that was ever made. And looking at the smartwatches we have now, we have so many and they're so advanced compared to this thing. But nevertheless, I'm going to make a video for you guys out there telling you what I thought of one of the first ever smartwatches and just how I found it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let me introduce you to one of the first ever smartwatches ever made. It's named after a type of stone, and in some ways, or sometimes I guess, it's just as useful as a stone. This is the original Pebble Smartwatch. The Pebble Smartwatch came out 4 years ago, and I've been using it for the past 2. Although this particular one may not look very nice with the black and white display, it did boast some really good features for a smartwatch at the time. So now in 2017, let's find out what they did right and what they didn't with this smartwatch. As you can see from the packaging, it's not really too premium, but not the same can be said for the watch itself. The band feels really nice on the wrist, and I like the attention to detail with the Pebble branding on the clip. And after using this every day for the past 2 years, I have to say it's actually held up really well. Unfortunately though, the watch is made out of plastic. In fact, the only part of the watch that is metal is the buckle. Now the watch itself has 4 buttons in total, and although that might seem like a lot compared to an Apple Watch, for example, which only has 1, I do have to say that they feel really easy and great to use. Up to now, the issues that I've mentioned haven't been too bad, but the next 2 really make it hard to actually recommend this as a smartwatch. Firstly, the way it charges is actually pretty cool. It uses a magnetic charger, but if you're gonna be using a magnetic charger, please use a strong magnet. I can't tell you the amount of times the chargers come off simply by nudging the smartwatch. Then there's the OS. I know this isn't exactly a new OS, but this is without doubt one of the worst OSs I've ever used. Granted it's old, but it's so slow and the lag is real with this one. And did I mention the constant app crashes? After watching this, you may be thinking, is it even worth the hassle of getting one of these smartwatches? Well, here's the stuff the watch absolutely nailed. Firstly, it's waterproof up to 50 meters or 5 ATM. I think this is a must for a smartwatch, and it's clearly not easy to do because Apple have just introduced waterproofing in their smartwatches in 2016. So yeah, that's a big plus. Secondly, it has a huge battery. I'm not talking a couple of hours, I'm talking days. It has a 7-day battery life. Now currently in 2017, the best battery life on a smartwatch is around 1 to 2 days max. So I'd say that's pretty impressive as well. I know this is the original or the first generation, so it's not going to be perfect, and the smartwatches we have now are so much better, but for what it's worth, I've really enjoyed using it, and it showed me what the possibilities are, if done correctly, are of a device like this. So for that reason, I have to say, well, the first ever smartwatch was very smart, and if you're thinking of buying one, well, just don't buy this one, for obvious reasons. I mean, you can just get a Gear S3. Anyways guys, thank you ever so much for watching this video. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed it or found it useful, and hopefully you can subscribe and stick around for more. And if you already own a smartwatch, let me know which one you have in the comments down below. As always, do what you love and love what you do, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. That's all from me, TML out.